Hello everyone, welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is your weekend energy for the weekend of April 16th, 17th, and 18th. I'm going to start the reading with Libra, and I'm going to work my way through to Pisces, and I'm going to timestamp all the signs in the description box below. At the end of the readings, I'm going to have a pick a card section, okay? So stick around, or I'm going to timestamp that as well. So if you, after you've done your reading, you can always go check on the pick a card section. All right, so here we go. And for Libra for the weekend of the 16th of April. Libra. Oops, let's just turn it over. The Lover's card. Oh, and then we have, there's two here. The Three of Pentacles followed by the Queen of Pentacles. So that's very good. The Lovers could be a lover, and it could be a Gemini person. But it looks to me like you are going to be involved with either a decision-making situation where you need to partner up with some people, probably to discuss these options. And then after that, you're going to be making up your mind, and you're going to be content with that, and it's going to be securing to you, whatever decision that is, okay? Yeah, it looks like there was confusion at one point for yourself because there's a man. It could be a woman. Like I said, I always say these two cards in this deck, there's a woman and a man. They're like not gender specific for general readings. So whatever comes up, it's for a person, okay? But it is most likely for you. So there's confusion for you. An ending comes to the situation and the outcome is beautiful. It's the gift, which means it's all going to be working out in your favor. The energies of from Whispers of Nature, your card is Breakthrough. And that's card number 8. There's there's butterflies on this card. So there's going to be some kind of transformation. So some changes are happening. There's a breakthrough happening. So that's probably why you were stuck at one point with the clouds. You do have a choice to make, but, by soliciting help with team members, like, it could be your friends, family, whoever, that you're going to be engaging with. And it's going to help you make that decision where you're going to cut something out, you're going to put an end to something, and then the outcome is beautiful for you. And, you're going to be sitting with the Queen of Pentacles energy. And if we look at the number 8 on that card, that's strength and courage, right? It's a strength card. So yeah, you need strength and courage in order to get through these changes. And, we have here this guy who's walking, and actually it's the inverse. Usually we see the shadow on the wall, but in this case we see the shadow walking and the guy's image is on the wall. So things may be different than what they seem. That's what I'm seeing. Or there could be a mirroring effect, or you just got to look outside from a different perspective, or think outside the box. And that's probably why you're confused at this point here, is you need to do this exercise. And I think having people around you to discuss this is going to really help you see that, to make that switch, okay? Enjoy your weekend, Libra. Take care and see you next weekend. Hello, Scorpio. So this is your weekend reading for the 16th, 17th, and 18th of April. Okay, looks like we have our cards. They just fell out here. So we have Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Three of Cups. So it looks like you are really in a good place with that pentacle. You're happy, you're content, you have enough, you share with your family, your community. And then we have the card of teamwork. So you're definitely going to be involved with other people this weekend. And then you have the Hangman. So either the Hangman is a Pisces, but I'm going to try to stick away from who's involved. I'm just going to use the analogy of the card, the energy of the card, which is, taking a moment of rest to be able to see things from a different perspective. And then after that, once that is said and done, and you've had clarity of mind on what actions to take, what way to go about, there's going to be an element of celebration, happiness. So you're in a good spot already, but it's just you need to fine tune something. Okay, and I think it's most likely to do with, we have the finance card here. Usually the card of the bear is your finances, your bucks, right? Your accumulated wealth, your investments. Then we have a partnership here, so a union partnership, and then we have a key. So the key is always a yes card. It's always a good output. This ring could be a partnership that is work related, or it could be friendship. It could be your lover. It could be any kind of partnership. So it looks like it most likely this whole aspect of what you need to talk to someone or collaborate with someone has to do with money. It really has to do with your security, your financial security, in terms of your RSPs, your taxes, your whatever TFSAs. If you're in Canada, I don't know what it's called in the US or other parts of the world, but whatever you have accumulated as wealth for your retirement, let's say. Okay, so your energy for the weekend, Scorpio, you have card number 42, which is let love be your beacon. So maybe, and there's some moths on here, and moths are just as well as butterflies. They're transformatives. And this card, 4 + 2 is 42 is 6, which is a choice that you have to make, or it's the lover's card. And this card is let love be your beacon. So all in all, and I'm even going to go further to that now. The Queen of Pentacles is a very loving queen and nurturing queen for, her family. The bear here can also spell for the mother bear who's overprotective or protective. So, as long as whatever you're doing, that you're securing not just your own financial state, but your family's financial state as well. So maybe leave some, inheritance money, save enough so that there's enough for everyone once you've passed on. And what I really like about this is, again, a card of nurturing, the protector. If you look carefully at this image, you have this little girl sitting inside of a palm of a beast that has these huge claws, nails, and she's really comfortable and cozy and reading a book that's in the shape of a butterfly. Again, a sign of, being protected and loving, nurturing. So you need to be that bear. You need to be that bear, that big claw hand that's going to attack anything that's going to harm this little person, right? All right, so I'll leave it at that for you, my dear Scorpio. We'll talk to you next weekend. Hello, Sagittarius. So for your weekend of April 16th, 17th, and 18th, for tarot, we have the King of Cups, good energy, loving king, in control of his emotions, nothing phases him. The Four of Cups. This is where maybe you may want to have a little bit more challenges, or you're bored. The king is so in control of his emotions that it could generally at one point become boredom, like boring. And you want something else in your life. You want something that's a little bit more passionate, right? Like, I don't see any wands on here. I see 2 cups and 1 pentacle. Again, the Knight of Pentacles is not necessarily an exciting night, right? So it's a night that's very, 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 very cautious about what he's going to do. Very responsible and very reliable, but very cautious as well. So there's no element of passion. You're a fire sign after all, and you want passion. So yeah, you may be a little bit bored this weekend, okay? There's no drama in your life, or if there is, you're not fazed by it. But, maybe you need a little bit of electricity action this weekend. Well, at least you've got the Sun card, but that's followed by the Moon card. Okay, and we have new, the Child. So hold on, let me just... Okay, so either it's you or someone new is coming into your life this weekend. That may change things around. But, like I said, you're in a good place already. It's just that you're maybe a little bit bored. So we have the sun followed by the moon. It's like two opposites here, right? The sun is usually what trumps everything, but sun is bright, shiny, energetic, blah, blah, blah. You already have all of this, okay, by being who you are. Let me just put this up here. But part of you is still gloomy from the moon, right? But then we have something coming in, or someone coming in. Something new is coming in. Something small but new is coming in, most likely a person. So you may have a visitor or some kind of a new meeting that you're going to be doing with someone over the weekend. And this is going to ignite some situation, like some spark in you. But, you're going to be cautious. You're still going to be very, very cautious about this. You've been burnt before, so you just don't want to be burnt again. So let's just move on and pick a card from the Whispers of Nature. And we have Maintain Your Childlike Spirit. Card number 27, which reduces down to 9, so the Hermit. But it is a card of being childlike in spirit. She's swinging on a swing. And we do see a child here. The child, though, in this context would be new, small, but it could still be a child. Maybe that's what it is. It is that. Maybe it's you, this card, instead of someone else. You need to be more like a child this weekend because you're bored. Maybe being so mature and always in charge and always in control. You're bored. You want some fun. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is what this is. It's got nothing to do with someone else coming into your life. It's about you becoming that child again and having fun. And look, we have the Victory card. Although there's chaos in the background, these people are all standing on the block and holding their trophies high, and they're happy. There's a trophy, there's, whatever, a couple of things in there. But anyways, it looks like you're going to succeed with that this weekend. All right, Sagittarius, let's park it there, and we'll see you next weekend. Hello, Capricorn. This is for your weekend of the 16th, 17th of April, and 18th of April, sorry. So let's see what the tarot have to say to you for this weekend. So we have the Lovers, Gemini energy, or you could be falling in love, or you could be having to make a decision. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Very nice card. That's like total happiness. It's legacy. It's, yeah. Okay, I'm going to take this one as well. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles is everything anyone could want. It's the total happiness. It's the wealth. It's the family, surrounded by family, legacy, grandchildren, the dogs. Then we have the World, which is ending of a cycle to start a new cycle. And both of them are culminating cards, right? So the 10 is kind of like at the end, and so is the World. So I think you've probably, you're in a cycle where you're at that culmination. Maybe with your career, maybe you're on your way to retirement. And it would make sense because you would have to make a choice prior to retirement. And the Nine of Cups is basically a wish fulfillment as well. It's kind of like, all your wishes are coming true. Your wish is coming true. We have the card of an ending here. So something is definitely ending, and we see that with the World, something coming to an end. And with the ending comes some luck. Again, wishing luck. And then we have the card of peace and tranquility and maturity. You know what? I sincerely think this has got to do with someone who's taking a change, making a change in their life pertaining to the work. It's got to do with someone retiring. One of you is retiring, talking about it and planning it. Because here we have the ship is travel. The ship could be separation. But I see this more as travel in this case. There's an ending that occurs that brings you luck as well as maturity. Like it's like you're a mature person. You're an older person. And then, we've got that culmination of your wealth, your assets, your family, your grandfather or grandmother, whatever. And then, there's a new cycle beginning for you. The end of a cycle and the start of a new one. Yeah, all right. I'm going to leave it at that. I know it's not going to be for everybody, however that can fit for you. But definitely there's some change going around for most people that is going to make them feel good anyways, whatever the change is. So here we have card number 24, and it says, be your best self always. So that's card number 6. And that's, like I said, the Gemini card, the Lover's card, which is a choice. This is a woman, basically, it's not a woman, it's a mermaid that's sitting on top of a seahorse. So be your best self always. And then we have the little girl who's kind of like frozen in the ice. She's at a performance event. She's probably dancing, and then, I don't know, she's frozen now. So maybe... maybe it's time to freeze your assets, put them into a situation where you need to collect so much per month as you would if you're retiring, that is, that, you would earn a salary. I don't know what you call those specifically, but freeze whatever you have so that you can collect on a monthly basis for the rest of your life. Be your best self always, which, to me, that's very simplistic. And, we see that because you've been so successful already, you must have been a good person. Especially when you have everything with the 10 of Pentacles. The surrounded by family, the dogs, the grandchildren and friends and whatnot. Usually people that tend to be not so nice people do not necessarily have followers with them in life. They tend to burn their bridges, right? All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it at that. So you have a great weekend. Take care. Hello, Aquarius. This is your weekend energies for the 16th, 17th, and 18th of April. So let's see what Tarot has to tell you. Wow, there's a lot of cards, but I guess I'll take them all, Aquarius, okay? So we have the High Priestess. We have the King of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. To me, that speaks of... first of all, High Priestess to me is a queen. As much as the Empress is, I see that as a queen, a very intuitive queen. She's sitting next to the King of Pentacles, so one who really follows her emotions and her intuition. So it's a good balance of energies. If this is you on both aspects. You are very intuitive. You hold some of your secrets to yourself. I mean, you can't be 100% transparent, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles, who's the guy who's, very secure financially. And everything he does turns to gold, right? So he may be a little monotonous at times, though, in the way that he does things. It's always done the same way. But it's a good way of being, a good balance between the two energies. We have the 8 of Wands, which is a lot of communications, a lot of back and forth, either short travels, or it could even be air traveling, if you're allowed to air travel. But definitely there's going to be a lot of something going on about your stability or a celebration or a marriage. And then we have the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords to me is, in this case, because it's the last thing that occurs, to me, it's an indication of, that there's an ending to some of the worries that you've had over the course of your lifetime so far. The dawn is rising, so it puts an end to a lot of stresses that you may have had, okay? Alongside of that, we have the birds, the mountain, the sun, and then the paths. So the birds is communications. And we talked about this 8 of Wands being communications. I could very well be a lot of back and forth communications to discuss obstacles that were in your way And these obstacles were probably those that were causing all this stress. But then finally we have the Sun card, which is basically the illumination, the answer, it's the solution. And then we have the path, and the path is about choosing either going right or left. You need to make a choice. But ultimately for me, this choice is about financial security, foundations that you have, that you need in your life. All right, so here's your energies for the weekend, Aquarius. We have laughter, card number 47. There's two people on here, and they're both flying away on these Pegasus horses. So 4 plus 7 is 11. Okay, and this could be like the 1111, which is like the gateway to a different energy. And this could be this too, because here you're flying in the air to people and it says laughter. So maybe you're crossing some kind of a gateway by remaining optimistic, right? By being happy, laughter. That's what the card asks for. Here we have a hybrid animal that looks like a Taurus with a man's body, holding and hugging, nurturing a baby. So this to me is the ultimate Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so, Queen of Pentacles is typically associated with Capricorn, but it's still an earth sign. Okay, but I would associate this one with Taurus, if that means anything to you. Okay, Aquarius, maybe there's a Taurus in your life that's very nurturing and loving. Or, it could even be, no, it can't be. No, let's just leave it at that. All right, so let's talk next weekend, my dear Aquarius. Take care. Hello, Pisces. So welcome to your weekend reading for the 16th, 17th, and 18th of April. Let's start with the tarot cards, see what they have to tell you. So we have the 10 of Cups, amazing, very happy. The 2 of Wands, and then you have the Emperor. So this is a happy card, happy family. There's a rainbow on the card, so there's really nothing that's negative about that first energy. You do have the 2 of Wands, which is about, to me, planning, strategizing about your future. You may have made a decision already, which course you're going to take. You've already planted one of those wands on your far right, and you've selected the other one, and now you're holding the globe in your right hand. So you've decided on a path of action, and you know what? You're going to turn out to be the Emperor, which is fully in control of your kingdom, of yourself, being there for your people. And then nurturing, I would say, as well. You're energetic, you're charismatic, very passionate. Things could be burning in the backyard, but it doesn't faze you because, you have it all under control. All right, so we have in Lenormand, the path. And the path is about making a choice. And I just talked about this with the 2 of Wands. Making a choice, we have the tree. And the tree is about your roots. So just like the Emperor, your kingdom, if you want, okay? Here we have the clouds. Clouds talk about confusion, okay? But the way out of the clouds is through this card. That's why I picked the 4th card. How to get rid of the clouds is to have the birds, which is communication. So you need to engage in communications with somebody or some people this weekend to alleviate the clouds or what confusion there might be around the path that you're taking for your stability and your kingdom stability. Usually the Emperor doesn't have to, explain to anybody anything, but in today's day and age, when you're in a coupled relationship, you can't just do everything on your own. You need to, talk it out with your partner, because it should be both decisions, right? So anyways, maybe there's a bit of that going on this weekend. All right, the card for you for the weekend is card number 30, which says adventure. So adventure, have fun, go on an adventure, do something different. And that's probably why you did that. You come to realize that you need to try something new. Maybe go on a different path than what you've already assumed down the line, which was already happy for you. It's just that maybe you want to try something new. And like I said, it's card number 3, but if you reduce if you reduce that down to 3, 3 is about expansion. So maybe that's what you need to do. You need to expand your horizons and be adventurous about it. We have the card here of a seat, or a chair sitting in front of a fireplace, which brings you warmth. It's soothing, but it also is illuminating and reflective. So you may have to, in this instant of choosing the path, do a lot of reflection in order to make sure that you're picking the right path, right? All right, so my dear Pisces, I was going to call you Pieces. Sorry, Pisces. I'm going to leave it at that, and stick around. We have the pick a card reading now. So I'm just going to clear the table, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. So at the finale of this reading for the weekend, I am going to do pick a card, so 3 cards. Please formulate questions that would require a yes or no answer. You're entitled to have 3 questions, because I'm going to have 3 cards. You do whatever you do, okay? But if you need more time, pause the video, because I will proceed shortly with picking the cards and then reading them out. Okay, so card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. All right, if you haven't picked your questions already, pause. All right. Card number 1. The question is yes, it's up to you. The power is in your hands. Card number 2. The question is no, not the right time. Card number 3. The answer to the question is yes, abundance. All right, everyone. So thank you for joining me for this weekend energy, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care.